For centuries, Mars appeared as little more than a red point of light drifting across the night sky. A distant world, a possible home of canals, civilizations, or ancient oceans. A planet that seemed strangely familiar. But when spacecraft finally began mapping its surface in detail, scientists discovered something unexpected. Mars possesses landscapes on a scale that Earth can barely match. Volcanoes taller than any mountain on our planet. Canyons that stretch for thousands of kilometers. Vast plains, ancient river valleys, impact basins, and enormous highlands rising kilometers above surrounding terrain. And hidden within this extraordinary geography lies one of the strangest questions in planetary science. Does Mars have continents? At first, the question sounds simple. Of course it does, or of course it doesn't. After all, continents seem obvious on Earth. Africa, Asia, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, Australia. Large landmasses separated by oceans. Easy. But the moment scientists try applying that idea to Mars, everything becomes surprisingly complicated. Because continents on Earth are not defined merely by being large pieces of land. They are connected to plate tectonics, crustal composition, geological history, and the presence of oceans that separate one landmass from another. Mars, however, has no oceans today. No active plate tectonics like Earth's. And yet its surface contains enormous regions that look strikingly different from one another. The mystery begins with one of the most dramatic features on any planet in the solar system. The Martian hemispheric dichotomy. Imagine dividing Mars into two halves. The northern hemisphere is dominated by relatively low, smooth plains. The southern hemisphere consists largely of ancient, heavily cratered highlands standing several kilometers higher. The difference is astonishing. In some places, the elevation changes by 5 kilometers or more across enormous distances. It is as if half the planet sits on a different level than the other half. And scientists still do not fully agree on why. One possibility is catastrophic. Early in Mars' history, a gigantic impact may have struck the planet. Not a normal asteroid impact, but a collision involving an object perhaps thousands of kilometers across. The explosion would have been almost unimaginable. Powerful enough to excavate a vast portion of the northern hemisphere and leave behind the enormous lowland basin we see today. If true, the northern plains may represent the scar of one of the largest impacts ever experienced by a terrestrial planet. Another possibility is more gradual. Perhaps Mars' interior evolved unevenly, producing different crustal thicknesses between north and south. Volcanic activity, mantle processes, and billions of years of geological evolution may have slowly created the planet's extraordinary topography. The debate remains unresolved. And that uncertainty is precisely what makes the dichotomy so fascinating, because it resembles a planetary boundary unlike anything currently forming on Earth. The southern highlands are particularly intriguing. These ancient terrains preserve some of the oldest surfaces in the solar system. Countless impact craters record a violent era when planets were bombarded by enormous numbers of asteroids and comets. Some regions may be more than 4 billion years old, older than most surviving rocks on Earth. Our planet's active geology has erased much of its earliest history. Mars preserved it, like a fossil world frozen in time. In contrast, the northern lowlands appear younger and smoother. Fewer craters suggest that later processes resurfaced large areas. Volcanism, sediment deposition, perhaps even ancient oceans. And this is where the continent question becomes even stranger. Many researchers have proposed that the northern lowlands once contained a vast ocean. An ocean that may have covered much of the northern hemisphere billions of years ago. Ancient shorelines may still be preserved in some regions. Valley networks appear to drain toward the north. Minerals formed in the presence of water have been detected across the planet. If a northern ocean existed, Mars would have looked dramatically different from today. The southern highlands might have resembled enormous continental regions rising above a vast northern sea. In that scenario, Mars may once have possessed something surprisingly similar to continents, not in the modern terrestrial sense, but as major landmasses standing above ancient oceans. Yet proving that ocean existed has been remarkably difficult. Potential shoreline features are fragmented and inconsistent. Later geological processes may have altered the evidence. Some scientists remain unconvinced that a single large ocean ever occupied the northern basin. Others argue the evidence is becoming increasingly persuasive. The debate continues, and every new mission adds another piece to the puzzle. Then there is the question of crust. On Earth, continents consist largely of thick, relatively light continental crust. Ocean basins are underlain by thinner, denser oceanic crust. Mars does not fit neatly into that framework. Its crust appears generally basaltic, more similar in composition to Earth's oceanic crust than to typical continental crust. That means even if Mars once had ocean-covered regions and elevated landmasses, they would not necessarily qualify as continents by Earth's geological definition. In other words, Mars may have continent-like geography without true terrestrial continents. A world that resembles Earth in some ways while operating according to different geological rules. And the deeper scientists investigate, the more complex the picture becomes. Consider the planet's volcanoes. The enormous Tharsis region contains some of the largest volcanoes ever discovered, including Olympus Mons, a mountain nearly 22 kilometers tall, almost 3 times the height of Mount Everest measured from sea level. The entire Tharsis rise forms a colossal uplift spanning thousands of kilometers. Some researchers argue that Tharsis itself behaves almost like a continental-scale geological province. Its immense mass may have influenced climate, crustal stress, volcanic activity, and even the planet's rotational orientation over time. Few features on Earth have comparable scale. Then there is Valles Marineris, a canyon system stretching roughly 4,000 kilometers across the planet, so large that it would span much of the continental United States. Its depths reach several kilometers. Its origins remain partly mysterious. Tectonic stretching associated with the rise of Tharsis likely played a major role, but the full history is still being investigated. Mars repeatedly challenges familiar categories. Its mountains are too large, its canyons too vast, its hemispheres too different, its geological history too unusual. The planet seems determined to resist simple comparison with Earth. And perhaps that is the real lesson of the Martian continent mystery. Scientists often begin by asking whether another world resembles our own. Does it have oceans, continents, rivers, mountains? But as exploration continues, a more interesting possibility emerges. Mars may not be a failed Earth. It may be a different kind of terrestrial planet entirely. One that once possessed flowing water, lakes, rivers, perhaps even oceans, yet evolved along a separate path. A world where familiar geological concepts only partially apply, where boundaries between continent, basin, plateau, and volcanic province become blurred, where half the planet sits kilometers higher than the other half for reasons still debated after decades of study. And perhaps the strangest reality is this. Despite orbiters, landers, rovers, helicopters, and decades of exploration, scientists still cannot fully explain why Mars looks the way it does. The planet continues hiding crucial chapters of its own history. A history written across ancient highlands, vanished waterways, colossal volcanoes, and mysterious northern plains. A history that may reveal not only whether Mars once had continents, but whether it once possessed a world far more Earth-like than anyone imagined.